everyone, Shoe Nice again. Welcome to KC is Raw YouTube channel. Gaming, hunting, and flea marketing. If you don't like and subscribe and share his channel everywhere, I will see you in your nightmare. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
The following announcement has been paid for by Casey is Raw. What up, guys? My name is Casey Raw. Welcome to Saturday is Raw. My bad. I don't know if you guys can tell on my face. I just woke up from a nap, and I am I feel like, so I'm just waking up. The Rose says late as hell, then he had to run into a 5-minute intro. Technically, it's not 5 minutes, it's less than 4. But let me say hi to everyone. We got Devious Dave Rose. Then we got Tour Capture. He says Raw. Well, first he says Casey is Raw late, and then Casey is like Rude dead. And then my best friend sent is probably sleeping. You were correct. I was asleep. Sleeping? No. And then here's the Rose. He says, I wouldn't be surprised if he dozed off. He messaged me to show with the link for 2 hours ago. Oh, did I break 666? I knew that was last time I checked, I was at 664. I sure did. I broke 666. Nice. That should be a show topic. Yeah, the devil. And then David's like, come on, Casey, what's the hold up? There's Bam. He's still locking up the dungeon. He's got it out cold. I was coming out of it. I was listening to a channel of I think that it's called Microwave Society, and I was coming out of it, and out of the nap, and then I just realized, like, hold on, what time is it? The reason you called me on Skype and no answer, my phone was on silent. I have my phone on silent all the time. We got Wicked. The Rose thinks I got Dave Rose thinks I got stuck on the toilet. That's true. That is true. That's probably one of the nicest things that the Rose said about me in a while. And then here's the EJ. Oh, there's AJ. And then Turu Capture says, hi, Sleepily Casey. Uh-oh. Then we got the Costanza has Boomer dial up internet. Actually, no. When I woke up and realized what happened, I was like, I just had everything open up and ready to go. I mean, I have good internet and a great laptop, so I was able to go like that. And then we got chicken sandwich. And then just more and more saying hi. Oh, we got JJ anime coverage. What's up, man? Yeah, so I have sent out the link out to a few people. So I'll show you guys the topic of the day, and I actually thought about it. One of the things I was planning to do tomorrow, last week. I had 1 week to ask my job if I can go to take Monday off, but I just didn't have the heart to ask because I missed time already. So much time. So and it was only a week. Oh God, a week notice, and I was like, so I'm trying to find. Oh, you know what? It's all the way over up here. Here's the topic right there. Vince McMahon starting a new wrestling promotion and the draft. And I was also thinking maybe we'll talk about the AEW. I sent you the link on X, I think, Dave. Give me a second. I got a bad feeling you know what? I think I deserve to get the criticism. And for being almost an hour late for the show. So, Austin, I saw the Rose. He says, "Wake up, dildo." That's funny. But one of the things I also thought when I was making this thumbnail, right? Where is it? This one right here for the night. I was thinking about, well, we could talk about our predictions for AEW. So we'll do this. We'll just I'll start giving my opinion of, is Vince gonna start a new wrestling promotion? My opinion is no, quite frankly, and I don't know why he would do that. Vince, let's see how old Vince is. Vince McMahon, Wikipedia. Alright. Oh. Then we got Devious Day Road.
Happy 420, you square, you.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
You're the CM Punk of the community. No, I'm straight edge.
pretty much. I mean, the only thing I ever really take is like, well, it's whatever's
Tylenol. I love the
Tylenol.
Tylenol. I don't know why you sound like YR, but okay. Happy Saturday. I'm quite inebriated by the cannabis. So remind me again what was the point you were just making? Because that's why I was calling in.
Give me 2 seconds. There was the topic of, for some reason, people thinking that Vince McMahon is going to start a new league.
Yeah, I don't know if that's comes from some sort of delusion, but they say, I've read this, I've seen people tweet about it. They think, okay, well, he just because he has shown himself to be spiteful, but they're thinking, oh, he's going to be so spiteful that he got removed from this company that he's just going to make another new company just in spite of the WWE. I don't see it happening.
No, especially I thought he was older than 78, but according to Wikipedia, he's only 78. He's about to turn 79.
I believe he sold all his shares now from TKO Productions or whatever it's fucked.
Yeah.
But I saw that the other day. I believe that he has just sold everything that he had, but I could be wrong.
I love how his head is sticking up over the window like he's watching us.
We've just hit only the tip of the iceberg with this whole human trafficking and all this other stuff, because it's known that what's her name?
Are you talking
Stephanie?
about...
Sorry, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Stephanie and Triple H were perfectly aware of McMahon's penchants and preferences when it came to his sexual, appetite. So they sort of ignored it, allowed it to happen and stuff, and they want to sort of dispel that, and it's not going away. But people are just like looking at Tony Khan. Oh, how could you air that footage? Guys, the sex trafficking, like, oh, but she willingly did that. Can we talk about the whores that go to fucking Dubai? Their passports are taken, they can't do anything, and they're scared for their lives, so they're willing to do just about anything. I mean, this is the same sort of situation. People will claim, like, again, this woman, Janelle Grant, basically was a willing party on this matter. And if you understand this whole human trafficking thing, again, these people that even in Hollywood it happens, people are put in the positions where they can make big money, but they got to suck Weinstein's cock, for example. And I mean, again, like, that guy was, a trafficker. He worked with Oprah. You have all these other people in Hollywood that did the same thing.
I love how
We gotta realize what it is. And well, the rumors and all that shit about McMahon being a freak, for years we heard, decades we've heard about this
oh
sort of shit,
yeah.
but only in hushed, mentions. Now it's out in the open. Like anybody that denies it is just basically denying reality.
Well, I mean, what's gonna suck is that, like, I mean, what's funny, he's obviously he was the owner of the WWF, but he didn't even make that. I mean, came from his grandfather who started the Capital? No, it's the corporate. No, was it the Capital Wrestling Corporation or something like that? It was the CWC, and then it was the WWF after a while.
Yeah, with his father. And people claim, oh well, Tony Khan has a billionaire father that helped him, start a company. Well, so did McMahon. So did fucking
Oh yeah,
Trump. And they, again, built an empire out of just having that step up.
oh
And
yeah.
they were able to pay back that fucking loan. It's like, again, these people are profitable.
Like people were saying, oh, like AEW, I think I've seen reports they're worth $2 billion.
Yes, Forbes came out recently. I'm going
Yeah.
to talk about this on my show tomorrow. Again, I've got to plug this because I am going to literally eviscerate all the WWE marks out there. But Forbes recently released a list of the 5, I believe, most profitable combat sport
Oh,
shows out there. Shh, Poochie, no, it's okay, Poochie. Poochie, no. Poochie,
hey!
don't bark, Poochie, no. Poochie, no.
Oh my god!
No, Poochie, no.
When he did that, gave me a fucking heart attack.
You tell Poochie, no.
You know what it was?
Poochie, no.
You had
You
my.
don't do that. You interrupted me. I'm so stoned. I don't even remember what I was saying.
It scared the piss out of me because he didn't give me no warning. A lot of times he'll go does a little no, he straight up went barking. But he's a little protector. He's my home
Alarm system.
exactly, a home alarm system, yes. But oh gosh. But what were we talking about? He scared the shit out of me.
Dude, I was talking. You should have been listening. You should have been the one remembering this stuff. I'm stoned. You don't celebrate 420. I do. So you should have followed this shit. Unreal.
Well,
You know my disability, and yet you still ignore it. Just unreal.
Well, I'm shocked that you're not giving me the riot act after being 45 minutes late. So,
Well, you already feel shame. I can't really, do much more other than just, not only approve that you have some sort of sense to yourself, because for shame, yes, you started very late, but you started. So again, you got your 11 viewing right now, so
yes.
We wanted to watch you. You disappointed us, but you can make it up to us.
But I know we were talking about Vince starting up a new promotion, and
do you guys really think that that's a possibility? Really?
No.
Like he's gonna he's got billions of dollars, obviously, but is he really gonna do that out of spite? Like we know he's a spiteful fuck, but is he really gonna just start up another wrestling promotion? Some people even said went so far as he'll buy it out, from Tony Khan. No, that's not gonna fucking happen. I don't think Tony Khan would ever fucking work with the guy.
Oh yeah, he already said that. that with Hogan, like he banned Hogan out, like when he first started. I was like, this is right after, the whole thing with Hogan having that racist tirade. So
AJ says he could bring back WCW. No, he can't. That's owned by WWF or E.
see, that's what I was going. Actually, I was thinking about that. Like, did he?
You were thinking about that, or were you thinking about that?
Thinking.
There you go.
Because I'm like, Con, was that WWF money? Oh, that purchased it, or did Vince McMahon purchase it? Because let's say if he purchased it himself, then why couldn't he use the WCW name? But
because WWE will not relinquish that brand. He could start a new brand for sure, but he cannot buy WCW. They just wouldn't let him. Again, look at the catalog of fucking videos they've got that they play on their networks and all that. You can't just disown that.
Well, and I think even bringing the name back, that's okay. Well, that's part of the problem. That's like not even the hardest problem. The hardest problem is like there's really not a lot of wrestlers out there who hadn't been picked up. I mean, minus the WWE and AEW, then you got to remember you got all the other leagues like TNA, like AJ said, MLW. You got,
but we're again. That's why these conversations are pointless, because it's just so ludicrous that we shouldn't even be talking about this. Why would McMahon start yet another wrestling company with the abundance that there is right now just to spite WWE? He's got enough problems on his plate that he's got to deal with. So people are still thinking that this is what's going to happen. It's insane.
Yeah, like I think that he's more spiteful that the one thing that made him rich and powerful is the one thing he really didn't want to be part of. Because if you think about it, he started as like just as an entertainment promoter, like when he was promoting Evil Knievel, where he lost his ass off on, and then he was trying everything else. He tried XFL twice. That fucking failed. The second one...
Well, didn't they merge with the USFL?
Yeah, but after the XFL shut down for the second time due to COVID, Vince just sold it to The Rock.
Yeah, but it was an alternative. That's the thing. And people were vested in watching that as opposed to the NFL. I think that speaks a lot to a vision.
Honestly, I really need to watch the UFL. Like, I've been wanting to, and I just keep forgetting it's on. Like, it's not like, I mean, I have YouTube TV, but it's like, I just really just watch YouTube all the time. But I should sit down and watch.
You watch my show, right? I'm not going to have to do a tribunal on you, am I?
Yeah, I mean, you saw me. I was in your chat earlier.
I know.
Actually, I was listening to you quite a bit when I was out and about for a couple hours. So
you were doing secret stuff, right? Going to the flea markets and roughing up the old ladies that were selling video games and be like, "You're going to give it to me for $5." No, don't hurt me, Casey.
Oh, not well.
Also, thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing the game that, again, was a big thing with my childhood. Desert Falcon. You played it on the 7800. I played it on the 2600. And the graphics are obviously night and day. But the better game obviously was the 7800, and you found it and you played it, and it was enjoyable. Like, it brought back a lot of great memories, And you did look for Stun Runner on your arcade system, but you didn't find it, unfortunately. You got to do it though. Like that's a game that I might review as well. But like you've got the hardware. You've got somehow some ability to load that onto your 1UP arcade or whatever the fuck it's called. And you could get that Stun Runner game, arcade game, on your system. Like it would be so cool to fucking see that shit.
Well, it's funny. I was playing off my little mini PC thing. It was what's called a Pocket Box. Like I guess
is that what you're using? Is that what had all those games? The Pocket Box, or is it the Game Freak?
No, it was the product was called Pocket Box,
and it had. Okay, so I remember you going through all the different systems. So the arcade had like over 2,500 games, right?
Oh yeah.
And this little thing called the Pocky Box. How much it cost you, by the way?
I don't remember. It's been several years since I had this thing.
But it has all those games on there and all those systems.
Yeah, I think it was at least
crazy. It looks so cool.
I think it was less than $100.
But again, you had all the different Atari systems. You had fucking the arcade, like weird fucking third world systems and shit. Dude, that was fucking awesome. Dude, I thought it was your Game Freak at first because again, you had so many different games.
No, the Retro Freak,
whatever the fuck.
What the Retro
I'm
Freak?
Stoned, okay, 420.
What the Retro Freak is like it's a clone console that puts games out in HD where it plays Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, the Famicom, and it plays the PC Engine and the TurboGrafx. And it also plays the Game Boy game lines too.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, dude, this thing kicks ass. Like I had what was called the Retron 5, and that thing, I thought that thing was gonna be cool, but I had two of them broke.
Dude, hold on. You should really. Well, I don't think you owned many of them, but the Retron series of consoles. For people that are listening, awesome, fucking awesome, and how they progressed, and again, Retcon 5, just the compatibility that it had, like it's insane to think about.
Well, the one thing that was cool about the Retron 5 is that I actually bought a SD chip that had a bunch of patches, and it would take, like, what was cool is, like, let's say if you want to play a ROM hack of something, you put like if it's on a Super Nintendo, you put just a random Super Nintendo game in there, then you run the patch. It like let's say you want to play Earthbound, but you
Earth, not Earth. TH.
Earth. But you put in Mother and Mother 1 on the Super Famicom, and you can change it over to Earthbound. But that thing was cool, but the problem is it's made so cheaply that it broke. Like, I had two of them broke. One of them, it was like
was it the plastic or what?
Oh, no. One got fried somehow because one day I wanted to play it and it would try to load up and then it just stopped working. The second one I bought, I figured, you know what? Maybe I accidentally put the wrong cord in it. So I
how do you do that though?
Well, because if you find one that
constantly disconnecting your nests, like what's going on?
Well, I mean, look at like how many consoles I have. I have a million um chart AC adapters
It's
that
called a fucking power bar 4. Like you can't set like dude, I had at one point I had NES N64 PlayStation X, okay, so the first one, not PS1, that came after. And was it an Xbox, all connected to one TV, and being able to just cycle through using a regular changer box.
well, actually,
Actually, you're wrong, Dave. Fuck you.
well, I want to show you some of this. A lot of times people get the wrong what the PlayStation X is or the PSX. What the PSX is actually this right here is a did bring up
No. These are lies. Casey's now pushing lies. To be quite honest. This is not true. No, this is not true. You're pushing some new narrative. This is not the PSX.
But what this is a PlayStation 2 that was only in Japan. It was almost what I believe the biggest thing about this was it had like a DVR capabilities in this thing. But they were this thing was notorious to break down. So, like, if you find this on eBay, a lot of times this thing is broken. But I think that's where the reception of the PSX came from.
Objection. Out of order. No, that's not the case. The PSX is what it was. Again, I remember those magazines when I was a kid, seeing these Japanese systems, seeing the sales that you could get them from California. And you had PC engines that weren't just the traditional black, they were fucking white. Like they had exclusive shit. And I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with you, Casey. Cannot. PSX is the original PlayStation. The one that was released in North America is the PlayStation. That's what they called it in a Japan.
All right, we gotta have to figure this out. Well, hold on. That's what I put in here on the search bar. I put PlayStation X, and that's what I came up with.
There's bots influencing this. How can you not remember? There's one photo right there that shows the actual original PlayStation with the DualShock. You can't tell me that's
one. How many?
And what about the Super Nintendo PlayStation, huh? Well, you want to bring that one into the conversation, nerd? Because I'm willing to nerd it up with you. Come on, throw your nerd down. Fucking again, this system made by Sony and Nintendo, and it could have been what we got, but we didn't.
Yeah. Well, they made their own enemy with that one.
Well, you know what? The game market was better for it, because imagine if Nintendo had worked with Sony and they kept one, again, that would have been one system, but they split. So you had Sony and Nintendo each doing their own system. That was best for, like, everyone benefited, dude. You, a collector, you got to recognize that, again, having competition provides this plethora and this incentive to make good games.
We got Darth Vader of the Red Pill saying Vince is being attacked by the woke mob. Uh, I
Woke?
don't
I'm
know.
not woke as fuck, man. What are you talking about? The guy's fucking a freak. He wants people to shit on their whore. He wants love letters written to him. Like this is all documented. Like
Oh
the guy,
yeah.
we already know the guy's a freak. You know, he cheated on his wife, but I think his wife already knew. Okay, he
Oh,
just brings me
definitely.
money, so let him do whatever the fuck he wants. He wants to fuck interns and all these other people. Again, wasn't it Vince McMahon who wrote the story that there was some sort of incest angle with him and Stephanie?
Oh yeah. Well, he wanted to do it. The angle of her, she said no, and I think Shane actually said no too. Uh,
Yeah,
but
but
the
again, it doesn't matter who said no. Who said yes? It was the father, Vince McMahon. Okay, a little, as the kids say these days, a little sus.
he's also saying he hoped Vince comes back. No, please God, no. They're they're actually doing a
Really? Really? No, see, this person's a troll, clearly. Want
well. I
Vince
mean,
to
maybe.
come back. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, maybe they actually does want Vince to come back, but
What, to
honestly,
destroy it further or what?
well, I think he tried to do that when he came back for the after the
I
first
gotta
time.
kill it. Gotta kill it.
That's what I thought he was trying to do. I remember he was saying that, like, oh, I
And it's
will.
this sort of mentality, and I have to disagree with you, but it's this sort of mentality that has people thinking, oh, Vince McMahon's going to start his own new alternative wrestling company. He's going to try to attack the WWE and take them down. Oh my God, where do I start? What, Vince McMahon, this big name, is going to somehow just flip a switch and make a fucking new industry? Like, again, that's people looking at AEW like, well, you're not as big as WWE. Yeah, fuckers, they've only been around for 5 years. Like, give it a little more time. WWE's been around for a while. But like they think that for some reason Vince McMahon's gonna make a fucking new promotion and it's instantly gonna be a hit. Who are these people?
Well,
He's the greatest wrestling promoter and businessman of all time, says Darth Vader. I would have to disagree with you. Okay.
Promoter? I mean, I can't disagree about the wrestling promoter. I mean, business.
I can. Okay.
I think he's definitely a great business person, but like,
I'm not arguing that, but he's not the greatest.
No, because like we said before, I'm like he tried every other venture and failed. Like he failed with the XFL twice. He failed with the Evil Knievel stunt. He failed with the World Bodybuilding Federation. Then, I don't even think his movie studio did great. I mean, first started some of the movies in the theaters, and then they eventually went to straight to DVDs all the time. Like the only WWE studio movie I actually liked was The Condemned with Stone Cold, and I think if Vince wouldn't just have the superstars in each movie and just focus trying to think of a good movie to do instead, probably would have done better. So I don't even know if I would consider the WWE studio a success. Like, do they even do anything still as the WWE studio?
I don't know. But it is funny that they did try to go in that direction. The Marine, Part 72.
Yeah, with 69
starring the Miz.
Exactly.
Again.
Yeah, 69 of them with the Miz. Like, oh, there was the controversial one. I think they wanted Randy Orton to be one of them. I think before Cena did it. I think they wanted Randy Orton to do it, but then, the whole thing came back where he was dishonorable discharged with the
Okay.
Marines.
My apologies, Casey, but we all know, at least people should know, that Dave Rose punches up, punches straight, punches down. Since we've got a fucking literal retard in the chat called Mikkel, it's time to address this. He says AEW is dead. You know what? You're gonna die before AEW. That's a fucking fact. Okay, so shush. Okay, shush your fucking mouth, because the fact is, AEW is beautiful, unlike you, and it will survive longer than you. Stop saying this potty bullshit.
Well, I mean, look what happened with. We thought TNA was going to die for years, for like 20 years, and it's still around. But, like, before Anthem, I really thought they were going to die before Anthem picked them up, because for somehow Dixie and Jeff Jarrett was able to keep that company limping along to the point where I know Dixie had her parents with the Panda Energies money, and Panda Energies still is not a thing anymore. So, like, I think they
screwed over Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan, I thought, was doing great stuff. There was potential he could have bought it out with a consortium of buyers, and they refused that and then sold it to Anthem, a Canadian company, by the way, further justifying invasion and annexation of Canada by the United States. Okay, not gonna lie. And they ruined things. It was such a great street with fucking Matt Hardy. The broken persona, it blew the internet out of the water. And again, people all over in different promotions were just like saying, holy shit, this is so different and it's so enjoyable. And again, Matt Hardy, who really sort of sat back compared to his brother Jeff, doing all these high flying moves and stuff. We know he can wrestle, but who knew that this guy could think up this new character change and provide something that was so intriguing that people couldn't look away? Like, seriously, when the broken Matt Hardy came out, nobody could look away. It was something so new, so fresh, and so enjoyable. I remember the reactions from that. I remember, again, talking on other shows. We don't say their names here. But just, again, talking about how refreshing it was to see that somebody that we saw for so long reinvent themselves and give us something so new and enjoyable.
Well, the one thing I'm thinking, like, I don't think Tony would sell AEW. So I would have to look at other promotions that are still there. And I don't think TNA would be the best way to go.
But who said, okay, but where are you even bringing this up is who said that he was going to sell it? Who said that there was even an interest in selling it?
Well, I mean, no one said anything.
You're just making this up in your mind. Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Where's it come from? Like, why would even Tony, again, like, think about it right now. It's like, why would even Tony think about selling the company? It's oh, shit. I gotta be nice now.
Hey, Mikkel. Tell him.
All I'm hearing is AEW is awesome, and I have no arguments about that. I know AEW is awesome, but thank you for calling in to confirm.
No, AEW sucks.
Oh yeah, because the wrestlers certainly aren't the best in the world. If could you provide a little more argument on this matter, Mikkel?
Yeah,
Why is
what
he
Tony, what Tony Khan did.
You hate Muslims and brown people, clearly.
Oh,
What?
No, you just said it. You just don't like Tony Khan because he's brown and he's Muslim. It's just, it's despicable, Mikhail. It's despicable.
You can't about Dante. I'm not gonna walk. Are you okay, please?
what?
That sounded Chinese.
But anyway, what guy?
I'm looking forward to Dynasty. I know that that would probably put you in a seizure, but tomorrow night is going to be probably one of the best nights of wrestling to date in 2024. Don't feel mad there, Mikkel, because AEW is where the best wrestle.
No.
Well,
Yes.
No, we're
Stop
not.
with your fast mouth.
No, we're not.
well, for me, I was actually Kratos gave me a opportunity to go to Dynasty, but I would have to stay in St. Louis for that night and then travel home on Monday. I wanted to. I badly wanted to, but I felt like
you're breaking my heart, man. You could have been there.
yeah.
Could have raised the sign and say Dave Rose is the most untouchable man in the community, and you did not.
Well, but I was too worried about had to ask them for taking time off. So, like, especially I only had a week. If I had 2 weeks, I would have done it. A week, I feel like.
Don't worry, Casey. Save your money so that you can fly all the way to England for All In. Wembley.
Well, I would have. Well, I mean, one, I had to get a passport. So
yeah, that's not going to be a problem. But you'll be fucking British bitches like it's nobody's business. Come on,
dude, I would love to go across the pond, but I mean, next time I would definitely do it. Like if it was WWE, like let's say
fuck AEW. If it was WWE, maybe I'd go and get my passport and do this, but not AEW. Are you kidding me? Fucking Wembley.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying if let's say the Rumble was close, let's say if it was in Texas or Missouri or it wouldn't be
Oklahoma.
in oh hell no. We'll never see a pay-per-view. We'll never see a pay-per-view here. We barely get SmackDown or Raw. I mean, well, we get SmackDown more often. We get Raw every every.
What is Oklahoma more known for? It's corn or it's meth addicts?
Well, it's meth and oil.
Meth and oil. Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, oil. We struck good in oil here. So, and Indians too. Like
Indians?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, hold on. We were Indian reservation during the Civil War, so like we're technically I'm not part of the North or the South, so I'm neutral. So I can't say, hey, fuck the North or fuck the South. I was right in the middle. So
fuck you all. That's what you got to say. Fuck you all. I'm Casey is Raw, motherfuckers.
But oh gosh, but if let's say the Rumble is like 4 hours, then I probably would have done that. But I would definitely wouldn't do anything else. Or maybe SummerSlam, but anything else I would like. Nah, I'm not traveling 4 hours for something like that. But
But Casey, again, I'm not gonna pull an Irish goodbye where I just disappear and don't say anything. Apparently, that's not cordial. So I will interrupt the flow of the show to tell you that I got to go make dinner because I'm starving as fuck. Had a fun time on the show, and maybe I'll call in, maybe I won't. I don't know. Either way, it's been fun here. Great show, very enjoyable as always. Appreciated your stream from earlier today with your arcade stuff, and yeah, I'm sure that we'll talk at some point soon.
Oh, definitely. Thanks, Dave. I'll
All
see
right.
you.
See you, okay.
See you,
Have a
man.
good night, Mikkel.
Bye.
See you, Dave. So, what I'm thinking, there's no way Vince is gonna have a new wrestling promotion.
No bullshit. Bullshit. I seen that too. And I mean, no one would touch that wrestling company. You know that. No one want nothing to do with it. Memo.
No, I agree because especially one he's out of touch. Two, he's there's no way the guy is going to start a new league. The only thing he could do is buy a company, and I just don't see him doing that either because I think the best candidate for him to buy, that's like I said, not TNA. Well, maybe TNA, but
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
or maybe you get something that's a little it's known but has the legacy behind it is the NWA from, and you have all these other promotions that behind the NWA product. So, but Vince is about to be 79. I swear he's 79 already, but he's 78. Like this guy's heading to 80 years old. Like,
Yeah. It, I mean, he too old to begin again, KG.
what?
He's too old to begin again.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I think he's definitely too old to begin. We got Kratos. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, Casey. Hey, drunk.
Hey, hey, I hope you got my message. Like,
I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
I would love the Gone, but I was scared about them being like, well, okay, so you're already missing so much time, and now you want to take Monday off. I thought it would have been fun as fuck, especially to watch Will Ospreay take on Bryan Danielson.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
speaking of which, you can at least still buy it on YouTube because
yeah, I'll be watching it this time. If anything, I'll probably just watch it and give my opinion later on because hey, what?
You think Jack Pell is gonna be the online?
What?
You honestly think Jack Perry's gonna be there tomorrow night?
You know what? They're kind of tying it in, so it's possible.
If he shows up tomorrow night and interferes in the tag match, that just proves CM Punk right in the end. Because that just proves CM Punk right. They're not a real promoter. They're not in it for business.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, Darth. Free Vince, you need to shut the fuck up. Go drink some vodka. Go drink a couple shots of vodka, shut your mouth, take a seat, and get away from the keyboard.
Come
Vince
on,
is going
he's
to do
having.
time in jail. Let's get that out of the way. Vince will do time in jail.
See, hold on.
Yeah, he will.
AJ says Rhodes versus Styles is better than or greater than Osprey and Danielson. That's both great matches. I would love to see both of them. Like, to me, I think it's gonna be a great pay-per-view because
Oh, I'm not crying, dude. You're the one bitching in the chat. I'm not the one crying. You're the one bitching in the chat about Vince McMahon.
Kratos, come on, man. Don't people are just having a fun time. You know. There's no real hate.
I'm having fun too. I'm having fun too.
But Kratos, do you feel like
I don't hate Vince on some personal shit. I hate like people who force themselves on women, dude. I hate people who force themselves on women.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Like this news story of Vince probably going to start a new wrestling promotion. Like,
I think it's bullshit. I think
most people realize it's bullshit because, like, he's almost 80 years old. He has so much on his fucking plate now.
Well, who's going to sign with him? Knowing his track record with his allegations, who's going to sign with him?
Yeah, not only that, who's gonna like? Let's say he actually gets a roster. You gotta remember, not only gotta get a roster. Like you got to. There's so much stuff. You gotta build the new stories for everyone. Yeah. You gotta get a whole new stage, ring. Like there's so much things that he doesn't have the time to do this. The only way I see it's either he'll buy TNA or buy NWA. At least everything was already pre-made there, and then you just take over. I just don't see him starting anything up because I thought when I saw people say it, like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna listen. Then I'm starting to hear more and more about this. Like, does people actually think he's gonna do this? Like
even if he does try, it's gonna be a failed endeavor for him.
Yeah.
I hate to do this. Kratos, can you take over for a second? Dukas has been telling me, and I do understand Dog. He wants me to.
I understand Dog too. I got 5 of them. Remember?
And he wants me to take him out real quick, so I'll be right back. Let me put. I have more than just this. I kind of like this topic, so let me hit this. As I actually can't. It's not going to matter, but I'll remove me and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Michael, how have you been? How have you been?
I'm new in my new place and not in the pump no more.
Okay. Looking good.
Yeah. My
in another face reveal. Your hair looks a mess.
Yeah. That's why I'm not on camera tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been watching the hockey game tonight.
Hockey games? Oh yeah, the playoffs.
America playoff. We don't been playoff.
It's been good. I just woke up. I woke up from my own nap literally an hour ago.
So what you think about the old Tony Khan thing?
Which Tony Khan thing? The one with the all-in footage, or the
Yeah,
one of the scrum just a couple hours ago or yesterday?
the all in thing, the bullshit. You
Oh,
think,
as a fan of AEW, I thought the whole CM Punk thing was just made him look bad. It just made him look bad, in my opinion.
let's make the old AEW, I think
Mm-hmm.
I want now and show in the now.
Well,
But
EJ says in the chat that 4 minutes left to go and the Nuggets are winning 103
yeah,
to 96 over the Lakers.
yeah, the way my team out the Warrior.
Mm-hmm. The Warriors. Okay.
Yeah, Golden State.
Yep. Anyways, like I said earlier, I will be at Dynasty tomorrow. So I actually have good seats. I'll be on hopefully camera. So y'all can see my crazy ass on TV as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, on mine, whatever I get paid money from. Okay, ma. IEJ, IEJ.
Howdy, y'all. Man, oh man.
We're boxing one tonight.
Well, I know what I got something. I know what I can look forward to on Tuesday. The Dark Side of the Ring Sensational Sherry episode is Tuesday.
All that right. How many more do we got for y'all?
Hey, AJ. I seriously think it'll be a good episode because
I do
we
too.
know the name Sensational Sherry, but we don't know all the backstory behind her.
Yeah, I think we got 3 more at the to go.
I think so too. I just know this is the next one coming up as well.
I mean,
Sherry was also a great wrestler, Darth. Let's get that settled too. She was also a great wrestler in the AWA.
yeah.
They made her a manager in the WWF after the women's division folded.
Yeah, and
First time.
and she also went to WCW with always he.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was after her Darth. That was after her wrestling, her in-ring career had ended. I said she wrestled for AWA in the 80s.
yeah, I've seen the game. AK Boston beat the 3 hour Toronto. JT get about that. Denver 1-2. Yeah. I don't know, AJ. They came on the hang out for a minute. We got on in but with table.
Sorry, I had to deal with a dog of my own. Black Lab just snuck in here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's back in his cage now.
How Freyo?
Carolina Hurricanes winning the Stanley Cup.
No bullshit.
Interesting.
AJ. No. It's Vegas. Going on, maybe back to back. No, I think back to real win, but
Well, EJ, to answer your question, who is new in WWE so far? If that's what you're asking, there's actually been a slew of new people in WWE these days,
Holy
especially
shit.
with Vince gone.
yeah.
Oh my. What was going on? Like,
well, we had talk. Me and Dark found something we can agree on. Sensational Sherry was a great talent for both wrestling and managing.
yeah. Oh,
Remember, she did actually wrestle for AWA in the past.
who?
Sensational Sherry. She was like a
in NWA.
AWA.
Yeah, she did beat both.
Okay, AWA. I thought you meant AEW for a second.
Oh, no. I'm talking about Sensational Sherry. Because she has the Dark Side of the Ring episode coming up on Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah. Your eyes lit up at that. Oh, man. Your eyes lit up at that.
Well, I mean, gosh, what was the recent one they just did?
Gentleman Chris Adams.
Oh, that's right. I
didn't want that one. Yeah. I watched oh, sorry, Katie.
It's okay. I watched a little bit of it. I know Chris Adams, he was very controversial, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I know they talked about how he helped train Stone Cold, but I believe I heard that Stone Cold doesn't give him no credit because I think he just took his money and he had another trainer just train them. But
you also have to remember who trained Karrion Kross. Wasn't it Disco Inferno?
Yeah.
Point proven on like who can train good wrestlers and who can't.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, Mikhail. But yeah, I actually need to finish watching the one on Harley Race, and I need to finish watching the one on Chris Adams. So I didn't get a chance to watch both of them. But yeah, I think we all agreed that there's no way that Vince is going to start a new league. Like, and
if
he would
he
have
starts
to.
a new promotion, it's not going to have like a bunch of names he's expecting.
No, there's a lot of the big names, even all the good names, are taken. So
Yep.
he's just too old. Like Darth Vader said, he's too old. There's too many things he would have to do to start it up. It's just easier to just take over a company than that. And I think he's
At this point, he's going to be. At this point, he may be broke by the end of it.
Oh no, dude. No, I mean, let's say
he may live to 100. Darth, his mother lived to 99. He may actually.
Oh, that's
live
true.
To 100.
That's true.
His mother died at 99 years old. No one ever knew until like a little like newspaper article that made the headlines in the wrestling community about her death.
And then, like, the only reason his dad died early is some like he had cancer.
Yes,
and we're pretty sure Vince is in pretty good health, and with the money, like,
and with his physique as well.
Yeah, exactly. But I think he has at least another 10 years. He'll probably make it to 90 before he passed. But he's saying he's using a cane and trembling. Well, the last time we seen Vince is he had surgery on his spine. So that's
the last
why
time Vince was seen in public, he had a cane, and he was with Undertaker at a boxing event in what was it, Saudi?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, he was just had a spinal surgery, so and he didn't want like a walker. That's so he at least had to use the cane.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, Charles. He says,
God. I didn't even think about that at first. Jesus Christ.
But no, I think there's too much things for him to do. It's just the easier way is just buy out the company, and I think he maybe has his feel of wrestling. I mean, look at some of the words he hates to use. He actually hates to use the word wrestling.
He's used the word belt.
Yeah. So,
speaking of which, go ahead.
Well, I think when you hate the word wrestling in pro wrestling, maybe you need to. He's probably been looking to get out of wrestling for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, shoot, he fired his son at one point, and
he fired his son more than once.
No, Shane left in the 2000s. He 2010?
Okay.
Yeah, he left. He left on his own accord. He didn't fire Shane until recently.
Over the Rumble in St. Louis 2022.
But, yeah, I just don't see him doing it. He has so much on his plate, especially with this lawsuit. So he's
the FBI's being involved as well.
Yeah.
He says Vince is going to open up his own strip club. I can actually see that.
But I'm actually thinking that he might do something, but it's definitely not going to be wrestling related. It won't be football related because I mean he tried
We
that
already
twice.
got when we already have the UFL. I doubt he'll buy a team.
And honestly,
who's gonna work? And who's gonna work with him in the football league, knowing that like these allegations as well.
Here's the problem:
and his stance on kneeling during the national anthem.
Well, here's the thing with when you had the USFL and XFL, you already had 3 football leagues, and then it was smart when those two decided to merge because hey, we have better chances to survive together. Yep. And even NFL is like, I don't see them going down anytime soon, but their popularity and viewership has been going down for a while.
No shit. Because they only televise like certain games throughout most of the regions that they think will get the most viewership, especially with the Taylor Swift cuts.
Well, and then I mean, also, if you want to watch everything, you have to pay for their extremely expensive NFL package. To the point, like, no, thank you. I'm like, I'd rather pirate that if I need to watch football, but no.
Personally, the NFL, if it doesn't change up soon, the NFL may die soon as well if it doesn't change up. I'm just saying that tradition is one thing. All the bias like cameras and the bias refereeing and the bias pretty much everything going on with the NFL. It's going to probably die in at least another 10 to 15 years because of lack of viewership.
Yeah, well, right here, Charles is talking about how he never supports his Cena loving ass again. Well, not only Cena loves him, The Rock still loves him, and I'm sure Undertaker does too. So,
yes, but the 3 names who made their name off of Vince McMahon
and Stone Cold too. But we don't know what Stone Cold's opinion is for that. But I just don't see it.
Speaking of the Taylor Swift cuts, I heard her new album sucks.
I have no interest listening to her.
Well, it got leaked on Wednesday, and people are already saying like it sucks, monkey dick.
Monkey dick. So,
not a single positive review about it.
But going back to wrestling a little bit, we had some cool things that happened both on Raw and SmackDown. Obviously, we had the new World Tag Team Championship. The belt's not bad looking. I mean,
belt looks like someone said in another stream I was in. It looks like a pizza pan for Little Caesars.
It looks like they cut out the center of the World Heavyweight Championship belt.
I like the ones for SmackDown a lot better because it gives like a vibe of like the late 80s, early 90s of wrestling.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I mean, I'm just glad that we finally moved on from the penny championships because I hated those, and it has been well over a decade.
You think?
Yeah. But not only, like you said, I feel like with these tag team belts, not only they're paying homage to the
old
school tag team belts. I think, and I'm talking about the ones like from the mid 80s to the
late 90s,
even early 2000s.
Yeah, it's like those belts have seen through the golden age all the way to at least the end of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, to me, it looks like it's homage to that,
Mm-hmm.
to the tag team belts back in WrestleMania 1. They were kind of long.
Yep.
They kind of look like that, and they kind of almost have a little bit of that SmackDown tag team belts back in the early 2000s when they brought out the WWE tag team championships.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like it's paying tribute to those 3 belts.
Yep.
But I love that we're getting the old school look back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad. So
Oh
I
yeah.
think,
Same.
hands down, this is the better tag team belt than this one.
What's even better? Black straps.
Yeah. But I don't think this is a bad looking belt either. I like the main plate. I mean, it looks a lot better. I mean,
Yep.
but it makes sense why they're doing this is because it's kind of like what they already did with the World Heavyweight Championship and the Women's World Championship, where they're unbranded. So honestly, it's going to be tied to where about this won't cause the problem anymore is during the WWE draft.
Yep. And we're already seeing pieces moving for each one because we saw Final Testament on NXT, and they just lost on a Fatal 4-Way match on SmackDown, so they may be drafted to NXT. I hope, at least.
See, the thing is, if you're being drafted to NXT, that means you're pretty much being downgraded or you're being demoted.
I mean, with Karrion Kross and AOP, does that really sound like a demotion though? Because they already like have been off TV for so long in between the AOP getting signed and just literally being in this feud with the Pride. And come on, they need a refresher and a slew of different talents to squash.
I don't see people, like you said, it looks like a pizza pie. Charles says it looks like a frying pan. I do think it's weird. Why is it a circle?
Like I said, it reminds me of it reminded another guy I know of Little Caesars pizzas. And and I told the guy, don't you shit on Little Caesars like that. Little Caesars actually makes good pizza.
But I wish it was in a circle, you know.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I don't mind the design inside of it. I think it's nice looking inside the circle plate. But I still hands down choose the SmackDown ones. And you knew we were going to get those after Monday night. So
as soon as they said they were bringing out World Tag Team titles, I'm like, yeah, they're bringing out a WWE Tag title.
Yeah,
they're bringing that back.
He says Raw is trash. 20 minutes of wrestling and 80% filler these days.
Have you seen most of Triple H's shows? He's trying to fill in for 3 hours until the Netflix deal, essentially.
Yeah, but Netflix, they paid for a 3-hour show. They're not going to pay over $5 billion for a 2-hour show. They're going to want the third hour too.
They're also going to want a lot of people to like pay extra to watch it, probably too.
Well,
without commercials, I mean.
Well, yeah, I agree about that.
Oh God, we got Vince in the chat.
Oh, we got Vince. Oh man, we got welcome, Vince. I've been a huge fan for years.
Don't shield to him now, Casey. Hey Vince, how goes the allegations in court? When's your next court date?
You don't. we respect Vinnie Mac here. We don't talk shit about Vince McMahon.
Oh, I'll talk shit about Vince. You can kick me from the damn. You can kick me from the stream if you want to. If you want me to kiss Vince's ass, shit.
Hey, by the way, Vince, I need to talk. Can we work out deals? I can send you my PayPal. I need a little bit of money. So. But welcome, Vince McMahon. I appreciate you coming by. So, don't mind this. Now, Charles, we don't talk shit about Vince McMahon around here. Like Vince McMahon, like you said, he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. Right, Vince? Like he's innocent.
Do you have Ric Flair typing as your retainer? Because you're typing every single word in capital letters. The capital first letter.
That is true. He is. But oh gosh, that's funny. So I was thinking, we'd talk about the draft. So
I can see Fallon Henley on SmackDown.
Let me see if I can bring up the WWE roster real quick.
The reason why I say Fallon Henley on SmackDown is because she can she can rebuild her feud with Tiffany Stratton before Tiffany Stratton got called up when they were on that farm life bullshit.
Yeah. Let's see.
Apparently, I've been fired from the show.
Have you?
According to Vince, I've been fired.
Well, hold on. I mean, before he even says that, dude, you gotta send me money through PayPal before that. So,
Now I've been seeing I've been hearing speculation that like Rhea Ripley may not actually be injured, but she may actually be pregnant. You been hearing that rumor going around at all?
No, not really. Do I think it's possible?
It could be possible.
There we go. That's better right there. I'm bringing this up so we can look at the roster.
Yeah.
Some of these people I don't know. Andrade, I think he's on Raw.
That's Charlotte's like future husband. How do you not know him?
No, I know who it is. It's just, but I'm talking. Oh, that's Tozawa.
Yeah, Mr. Akira Tozawa of the Alpha Academy.
I couldn't care less where he leads. Same thing with Paul Cruz. He'll probably stay and probably move over to NXT.
He'll probably be gone. He'll probably be gone within this year.
Probably. Bronson Reed. I think he'll stay.
I can see him on SmackDown eventually.
I keep on.
Or challenging Sammy in the future. Brutus and the Creed brothers, I can see on Raw. I see staying on Raw. Chad Gable, he's staying on Raw just because of that very good heel turn he had on Monday. CM Punk, he's going to feud with if not Drew McIntyre when his contract's up, then he's going to feud with CM Cody eventually.
I think Damian Priest, we might have the switch this year. I think he might go to SmackDown, and
I don't see Damian Priest on SmackDown. He's got to he's really got to get the Judgment Day storyline finished as well with whatever he's got going on with Finn Balor. I completely forgot Dexter Lumis was on Raw.
I wonder what's going on with him.
He's just been doing TV shows as of late, I've heard. He's just been doing actual TV shows.
Huh. Because I
think he was on Chicago Fire or Chicago PD recently or whatever as a guest appearance.
Right now I'm just looking through who I think will change over, and it's kind of hard. I don't really know automatically who's going to be switched over. I don't want to see Gunther go. Maybe Gunther needs to go to SmackDown.
Yeah, definitely SmackDown. He needs a fresh lease on life after that loss to Sammy.
Yeah, plus he could run for. He could go against
Cody.
Cody eventually. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the War Raiders I can see in or Viking Raiders I can see in
SmackDown.
NXT at one point. No, NXT. JD McFish and Chips. I can see him still with the Judgment Day.
Odyssey Jones. I don't know who the hell that is.
Odyssey Jones, yeah, he was drafted to Raw 2 years ago. The last draft he was drafted to Raw. And he hasn't been on TV since. And apparently he's actually recovering from some type of surgery.
Oh, that probably was the Raw roster. That was the Raw roster. And then we got SmackDown roster. I think Cody definitely needs to. If the world champion moves over to Raw, then to SmackDown, then obviously he needs to go over the Raw.
Yeah.
So,
Cameron Grimes needs to be moved back to NXT.
No, I think he just needs a chance to actually break out.
He tried that with Braun Breaker in a squash match. He missed the super kick by a damn country mile. Yet Braun Breaker still sold it as if he got kicked.
Well, I mean, it is wrestling.
If he spent more time in the ring as he does simping over Sexy Red on Twitter, he would get more TV time.
You know what? I really don't know about who's going to go over. I mean, they're going to have to split some of these crews up. Like, you got Carlito's not really doing much with the LWO.
Yeah, he just got his ass kicked by Santos on Friday.
He lost on SmackDown.
Cedric Alexander's still employed? Why?
Well, he's great.
Why?
He's a good wrestler, though.
He hasn't been on TV in over a year.
Okay. You really hadn't seen the OC in a while. I mean, they hadn't been doing much. They really need to do. Maybe they need to turn heel and join AJ Styles again.
What, the Good Brothers? They were just on NXT as well, losing a match.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I thought this would be a little easier to predict who's going to be moved over, but it's a lot harder than I think because, I mean, obviously if the top champions, one changes, the other has to go over. Same thing with the mid card, same thing with the women, and same thing with the tag team. At least we don't have to worry about them doing the whole thing with swapping the belts out every other year.
Yeah.
And I think that was the biggest reasons why they did that. So,
EJ, I don't want to say a word because I may get Casey in trouble, but you have a good time celebrating your Nuggets beating the Lakers.
Oh, was it something that bad or something?
No, I would have said something pretty damn sexual.
No. So I'm moving over to I figure let's change topics because I thought we could figure out a good way to figure out who's going to be drafted from one to the other, but maybe it'll be a little easier figuring out because they're starting it on Friday. So this is the lineup to.
There's only 3 pre-show There's what?
Yeah,
Trent Beretta and Matt Sydal on the pre-show.
That should be a good match.
Yeah,
You got the
debatable.
The
The Acclaim versus Bullet Club Gold in the winner take all match. That was just literally announced on Wednesday.
So that's what they're unifying both belts.
No, it's a winner. It's title for title.
That
Not a title unification. It's title for title.
That'll be cool to watch. Orange Cassidy and whoever this guy is.
Katsuyori Shibata, New Japan stiff wrestler legend.
I never heard of him.
You'd have to watch his. He's the one that got injured in 2017 with Okada in New Japan. He got injured because he gave himself the same injury that killed Akira Toriyama, an acute subdural hematoma.
Damn.
And that kept him out of the ring for at least 4 years. 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Match number 4 looks great. You got Edge, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe versus the House of Black.
Yeah, the new Ring of Honor World Champion, Mark Briscoe. Put some respect on his damn name.
Oh, that's true. That was.
Why is Hook and Chris Jericho on the main show for the FTW title?
Oh,
put that shit on the pre-show.
We got Mikhail back.
Put that shit on the pre-show.
No
one wants to watch a pay-per-view and see Hook as a potential second match on the damn card.
Oh no! The reason is right there is Chris Jericho. You're not going to put him on the pre-show.
That's why. Hook was on the pre-show for
why not?
Damn Jack Perry.
I just don't see them doing that with Jericho put on the pre-show. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly for the International Championship. That should be a good match.
Sounds about
I think. All right, let's go down. We predict who's going to win between these matches.
Acclaimed are losing, hands down.
Yeah.
If both do not win, that's a fail, and it's gonna prove Jay White to be correct on wanting on him begging to stop being on the pre-show, but still booked for the damn pre-show.
Yeah, I think Bullet Club Gold is going to win that one.
Trent Beretta may win.
That could go either way. If I had to choose, I would choose Matt Sydal.
Orange Cassidy and Shibata are winning because they do not need to wrestle Jobber Promotions, aka Shane Taylor Promotions.
Yeah, I'd choose Orange Cassidy.
It's a tag match. That's why.
Yeah.
I can the opening. If this is the actual confirmed opening match, I can see the baby faces and Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe winning.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I'm actually happy either way.
Yeah,
I think this would be a hell of a match, even though I hate multi-man tag team matches. But with the names in this one, this is going to be great. So,
Hook
needs
to win.
I think just because Mark Briscoe just recently became the Ring of Honor champion, I think
on the anniversary of the last time his brother won it at that too. To the day.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he'll Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe will win.
I'm predicting Mark Briscoe pins Buddy Matthews. Hook beats Jericho. That's a given. Hook is beating Jericho.
Oh, definitely. Well, it'd be kind of interesting
Yeah.
if he wins it for the FTW Championship. That'd be interesting. But
Jericho, doesn't he have a concert tour coming up though?
I don't know.
Yeah. He does.
But here's the thing:
Again.
the FTW belt doesn't need to be defended all the time, so he could
Yeah,
win.
like I'm saying, the last time it was defended was on a pre-show at All In with Jack fucking Perry and the whole "Cry me a river" bullshit.
I think it will be Hook, but I wouldn't be shocked if they will give it to Chris Jericho. But I'm gonna go with Hook.
Mhm. Roderick Strong is
Me
gonna
too.
win because he actually. When's the last time he defended that title since he won it?
I
He
don't.
beat Orange
Um,
Cassidy for it, and
on
what? He hasn't defended it
Dynamite.
since.
Did you say
He
Dynamite?
did one time Dynamite.
Okay.
I
Well,
told
you,
that again. So,
you gotta
Okay.
remember he's a heel, so that's why.
Yeah.
So
Uh.
I'm gonna go with Roderick Strong on that one.
Yeah.
But that should
me
be a good
too.
match.
Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. This
I
is a toss-up for me because Julia Hart has been injured for a while, and she's just now getting back on television. So she's been injured for a while
mm,
since her match with Abaddon at World's End. And Willow Nightingale, if she wins, that reignites a feud with her and Mercedes from like New Japan when Mercedes
New
last got hurt,
Japan. Yeah.
which is also potentially a problem because what if Mercedes gets hurt in the rematch for the TBS title with Willow Nightingale?
well, I'm gonna choose Will Nightingale.
I'm going with Julia Hart.
Me too.
Then you got the Rainmaker versus Pac.
I
Rain
don't know if Pac wins this one. I do not know if Pac will win this one. He's legit just got back from he apparently escaped death during his time away.
Um,
I'm gonna choose the Rainmaker because he just won the Continental Championship. I don't see him losing.
Same.
You got the Young Bucks versus FTR.
It's a ladder match. When was that? When was that decision made?
I guess I don't know. That's good. I don't know, but that's good. Well, actually, heard them talk about it, so at least they talked about it on Wednesday.
I don't remember that. I fucking watched the damn show.
Oh, I remember they saying they excel in ladder matches. I'm gonna give it to Young Bucks because one, they lost to them the previous last time. Two, I think maybe Jack Perry is gonna show up and help them out. So that's my prediction.
If that's the case, you might as well just throw this whole damn feud in the trash. Because nobody came out of that like CM Punk footage looking good. If the Young Bucks win it because Jack Perry helps them, this whole feud was a waste of fucking time.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm saying that footage was not good. I think Tony Khan shouldn't have done that.
Did you hear what he said during the presser yesterday?
What?
He did it to appease TBS because TBS told him good job on the footage being shown last week.
Well, here's the thing. Like, the only reason he did it is because, he wanted to probably make CM Punk look bad after what
didn't help. That didn't help.
I mean,
it just made himself look like an embarrassment.
It was just stupid move because, I mean, one thing, Tony Khan, he is petty, but Vince McMahon is even more petty.
Mm-hmm.
He's pettier, but
He announced this footage was going to be shown the night of WrestleMania Night 1 after their show ended and they were in their press conference.
well,
He announced showing this. He announced that we were gonna see the fight between Jack Perry and CM Punk backstage. It wasn't really a fucking fight. He shoved him, put him in a headlock, and that was it. Pretty much what he said on the Earl Hawani podcast was word for word correct.
Well, it was just a bad move to show it because it just makes you look petty.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I like Tony Khan. I think he's a good guy, but Tony should have done some of the stuff like even though the Young Bucks were they are EVPs.
Yeah,
they should have been smart enough, and Tony Khan should have talked to them. It's like, hey, there's money for you between you and CM Punk, and or even had the Elite versus CM Punk and FTR after this, but the Young Bucks.
that's what it should have led to.
I mean, when I was hearing Kenny Omega, that they talked and they worked it out, while the Young Bucks, they didn't want to talk to CM Punk at all.
Exactly. Yep.
So, but
like CM Punk said at the All Out pay-per-view in 2021 presser, he was working with fucking children.
Well,
he said that almost 3 years ago, and I work with fucking children while eating a Mindy's muffin.
Well, here's the thing, like, they're EVPs, so they should have known better, but they should have talked to CM Punk instead of having this grudge. But
yeah,
Tony also should have got this worked it out. Like, I mean, I could see him definitely saying, "What do you want me to do about this?" Like, he doesn't want to confront the wrestlers. I mean, shoot, he doesn't even really want to fire the wrestlers. The only reason it was funny that they finally released 10 of them after he says that, he didn't want to release them, and then it was just.
And he claimed that 2 of them were skipping shows.
Yeah.
And they were whipped, and it's just like, it's a whole damn mess. Did you hear about the mess that he has going on with Nyla Rose and the Oklahoma Athletic Commission?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, see, here's the thing. It's weird because, like, you figure, like, it's wrestling's fake, so, like, I can understand if it's MMA or any other sports. Yeah. Well, honestly, if you're born as the different gender, let's say you're a man going into a women's sport, and you could transition over, but you're still, like, you might have, your bits has changed, but you still, your genetics inside you're still a man, so you're going to have some advantage that women doesn't. So, like, men, like, yeah, women can fuck women up, and, like, especially, I've seen crazy pictures of women with their faces all distorted, look like where they look like aliens. But imagine if a heavyweight MMA fighter went into the women's division. That wouldn't be fair. But wrestling's fake. So to me, I'm like, when you have someone like Orange Cassidy as, like, doing the soft kicks and stuff, and that's not even the worst one ever. I've seen a match that was on GCW where they had a referee wearing goggles where he could watch two invisible wrestlers fight. So,
Oh my god.
yeah,
You must have missed out on the social distancing match that
the
aired in the
social.
UK during COVID. Like they were using chairs, but social distancing while dueling with chairs.
Well,
Oh my.
They were basically both swinging at air.
Boom, 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 boom,
No, with
boom.
chairs, but with steel chairs, not their fists, with actual chairs.
Oh.
It made it even
Oh.
worse.
but here's the thing: like, that's how you know wrestling's fake when something like that. So, like, wrestlers are trying not to hurt each other. So, most of the time. So,
Uh-huh.
I don't know why. I can, like I said, I mean, I know Oklahoma's behind the times, but you figure, like, I guess it was when they had their show in Oklahoma City, they had Nyla Rose, and then they
They did.
finally figure it out, like, oh, she's a man, like fighting with
3
women.
months later.
Yeah,
And now they're saying like they're warning AEW not to have her on the show in their state again, or else there'll be punitive action taken.
I think it's
Like
stupid.
you're gonna take a company to court over someone who actually has been with their company since the beginning.
They're not
Really?
going to take them to court, but they'll fine the shit out of them. But it's stupid because I have no problem if a
Transgender.
transgender wrestler fighting the opposite sex,
Mhm.
like, because it's fake. It's
Yeah.
not like I said. It's not like a man going into women's MMA and destroying them. That's completely different. Like, or let's say we'll take someone who's from the NBA, like who's like one of the top NBA,
Or like Caitlin Clark going into the NBA, she would get destroyed.
or I'm saying we'll take someone.
I don't know about that.
What Caitlin Clark, the highest scoring like college basketball women's performer in college, being in the NBA.
She might go in with NBA. I mean, she's
Yeah,
I mean,
so
it's
good.
more physical though. That's why I say she may get destroyed. It's a little bit more physical than the WNBA.
Okay.
it's just better not to have people who was born one gender to be in a different sport with. I mean, sport with
Yeah.
a different gender.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, there's going to be controversy. Especially, let's say if that person broke all types of records, and then oh my god, like they're gonna do something about it. But I think it's stupid that Oklahoma still thinks like
That.
yeah, like I can understand having like a wrestling whatever they call it, where you get your wrestling license, fine, where it forces them to get blood tests and maybe get a physical, fine. I'm okay with that because think about it. Like, look at Kevin Owens this past Friday. He was busted open. His half of his face was bloody.
Yeah.
Like, how do we know that he didn't have an STD? Like. Unless WWE, I'm sure WWE.
Unless that's a lot of red dye that they put in his head, on his face.
Well, I bet it was
I'm just
blood,
playing
but
devil's advocate.
But I'm just saying, like I'm sure WWE probably does blood work all the time,
Oh yeah.
especially with the sports authorities around. What's up, TSS?
I mean, if they didn't do all the blood testing, you would have a big problem with that gash in Kevin Owens' head.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Because he bled all over
yeah.
Kate. He bled all over Solo. He bled all over Tama.
yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and move back. We got
Okay.
Timeless Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa.
I honestly understand the story because the whole story with this match, Thunder Rosa had to vacate the title a year and a half ago, and she never truly lost it. And the person who won the title after she had to vacate it was Tony Storm in the interim.
Yeah,
That's the story with this match, but that's what's not being said on television as well.
I'm gonna go Tony Storm retain because
I think
Thun-
Tony Storm is going to retain.
Me too.
because Thunder
Me
Rosa
too.
just came back and you don't
Yeah.
want her to just come back and just win the belt immediately, unless the only way I would allow it is if it was let's say a 30-minute brawl.
I don't even see that happening. I can see at least 15.
But it
Yeah.
would have to be really good to make me think, okay, she needs the belt back. But right now, Timeless Tony Storm is doing great. So I would keep the belt on.
Yeah.
So this could
Will
go either.
Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. Yeah, this will be a fucking banger. This will be the reason people show up for the damn show.
Exactly. This is.
It,
I don't see Ospreay
did
losing to Danielson though.
Huh?
it did a main event tomorrow night.
What did he say?
Is it gonna be the main event?
This is the co-main event.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
the
the co-main
co-main.
event.
Okay.
The main event is
Oh.
Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
I think Swerve's winning that match too. The main
Me
event.
too.
I'm going back and forth. I mean,
like I said, it's a toss-up, but I'm going with Ospreay because he's the only one undefeated.
yeah, I think I gotta go with Ospreay. I mean, but I'll be okay with Bryan Danielson. But Bryan Danielson is starting to wind down.
Yeah, and he also said he wants to retire and be with his daughter as she grows up.
Well, he wants to. Well,
Yeah.
I think he says this is his last full.
Yeah, that's why I said that. Yeah,
But he'll be part
last year
time.
full time.
Yeah.
He'll take the Brock Lesnar schedule for AEW.
I'll go with Ospreay.
I'm going to go with Brian Johnson.
Okay. Now, like I said, you already heard my pick. Samoa Joe is losing the Swerve.
Yeah. But
I mean, Swerve is very. He's definitely over right now. So I don't know. To me, this is just as hard to choose between one or the other. I mean, how long has Samoa Joe had it? For a couple months right now?
He's had it since World's End.
So 4 months?
Yeah.
But the thing is, Samoa Joe is also what? In his 40s?
Oh, let's see. I know he's
over 40.
He's 45, so this is definitely his last chance for last good run.
Good run, yeah.
So, I mean, they dropped the ball twice on Samoa Joe. And
they dropped the ball more than once. They had him back in 06 when they had him as a heavy for someone, but they deemed him a fat Samoan slob that couldn't work, which is why he went to TNA in the first place.
Well, according to Bruce Pritchard, that he didn't think he was not up for as an option because Vince
They already had one Samoan that was already fat and a slob in Umaga.
Yeah. So, but
Oh my God.
But then, I mean, obviously, when he had to do commentary, and then they fired him, and then Triple H just said, "Hey, we'll sign you to NXT," and then they fire him again. Yeah. Like, I'm sure Triple H wished that he could have got the power he has now. Like, I'm sure he would wish the could have kept Samoa Joe, but I do feel this is his last full-time run.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting another world championship. I
don't
think,
see it either.
I think his WWE championship shot is gone and past because of Vince. And it's not 100% him, though, because Samoa Joe was getting injured a lot in WWE. So
yeah, he also had a good feud with AJ Styles in 2018. That spanned like countries and like 2 different countries and 3 pay-per-views.
But
Kinky and MT don't forget about that rivalry of the NXT title.
English, buddy.
He's trying.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
I'm gonna go with Swerve.
I'm going Swerve as well.
I'm thinking.
Me too.
Yeah, it's right. So, as this trial is kind of odd because they push Umaga, but Vince never seen much in Samoa Joe.
Yep.
Well,
correct.
According to Bruce Pritchard, and I could see this happen too, that the only reason they pushed Umaga than Samoa Joe is because Umaga was part of the family, while Samoa Joe was not. So, and
that's still kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree 100%.
And it's also very fucked up when you think about this. Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns, whose real first name is Joseph Anawai. Why is Dustin Rhodes facing a Samoan also named Joe in a world title eliminator the following Wednesday after night 2 of Mania?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny, but fucked up at the same time.
But
Tex, don't worry. If AEW puts on a shitter of a pay-per-view tomorrow, I will not be watching AEW for a long time.
Well, there's some big matches, so
you can also piss off the crowd with the wrong finish as well for some of those matches.
Oh, true.
Like for Mercedes, she debuted at Big Business in March. How come she's not wrestling a match until Double or Nothing?
Well, I think she's still getting over an injury.
She's not injured. She wouldn't be taking bumps in her training videos if she was injured.
Well, maybe. I think I thought she was injured, but I don't know. I mean, honestly, I couldn't care less.
She was injured last year. She's not injured now. She wouldn't be like giving like a She wouldn't be giving Sky Blue a forearm where Sky Blue runs at her about 100 miles an hour, just eat the fucking forearm right to the mouth. She would have gotten beat down last week if she was injured.
Honestly, I couldn't care less because it's just a matter of time where she'll walk out on them as well. Because I mean
that interview she did, she may do that in about a year or two.
I mean, God, she did it a couple times with the WWE. I mean,
that was due to like creative differences, though.
Yeah, but she was a tag team champion, and she's like, well, I guarantee
they also wanted to have those SAG title champions be used to elevate singles wrestlers in different matches for the women's titles. So I can understand why he didn't want. She and Naomi threw those titles on John Laurinaitis' desk.
Well, I guarantee you is that I think I was hearing that Naomi was about to beat her. I know it was supposed to be 1-on-1. Like, no, it's something about Naomi supposed to get the pinfall over Sasha Banks, and like, honestly,
it wasn't even that. It was supposed to be that like Naomi was supposed to put over Bianca as world champion, and Sasha was supposed to put over like Ronda Rousey or something as the other women's champion. It was ridiculous. They were put into number one contenders matches where both parties were going to lose. As women's tag team champions, you give them the straps for the tag titles, only to put them in singles matches to lose, to elevate the singles women's titles that you have in your roster.
Honestly,
what sense does that make?
Honestly, I'm numb to it because I don't care. Because Sasha Banks quit a couple times, and she quit for good this once. So
okay, Raven. Okay, AJ Raven.
But for me, I'm not a fan of Sasha Banks. I mean, she's hot as fuck, but she's
got too much. She's got too many wigs and too much weave.
Here's the
too.
But one of the things that really turns me off is like when this is right after she left. I guess her and Naomi went to Comic-Con doing signings or pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And Naomi would be like right beside the person. While Sasha Banks, she's like, okay, you stand 6 feet away from me as we take a picture. Like, yeah, this is during COVID, but like, if you were...
You also have to remember she's not vaccinated.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, if it's that, a lot of times you would see during the pandemic with these celebrities and people taking pictures, there's a pane, like something dividing them, like a pane of glass or pane of plastic.
Yeah.
But you could have done that when you take a picture of a male, especially it's mainly male fans too. So she'll be like, okay, you go 6 feet over there, and I'll smile like I care, and then I'll take a picture with you. Like, Charles says Sasha Banks doesn't do anything but talk.
And that's her weakest point, is her promo ability. And that's her weakest point.
Yeah.
Ever since she joined AEW, her promos have been extremely weak ever since like Big Business ended.
Honestly, I couldn't care less about her. I mean, like I said, she's hot.
She sounds scripted on the shows. She sounds very scripted.
I'm just wondering how much they're paying her. That's all I want to know.
About as much as what Charlotte Flair's getting. if not more.
Oh, definitely.
Charlotte Flair claims to be making $7 million in WWE a year.
No, come on, that's outrageous.
Charlotte Flair in WWE making $7 million. I thought it was outrageous too. But when they came out that Sasha Banks wanted Charlotte Flair money to be with WWE, it's just like it makes sense. And now people are already saying like Mercedes is actually was complaining about like Charlotte Flair all these years, but essentially is doing the same thing she's been complaining about with Charlotte Flair. Not wrestling, and only wrestling in title matches.
On.
Because she's challenging whoever wins the TBS title at Double or Nothing in her first match.
Well,
that's as of 2023. That's not new.
Yeah, but they're saying
that's
she's
also net worth.
Net worth. But her net worth is $4 million, so she's getting $7 million a year. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's as of 2023. That's not recent. Her new contract was just earlier this year, I think.
Well, let's look.
People are saying it's around $7 million. That's her net worth. Let's see what Sportster says.
Switch this one over.
Very own bus, whatever.
That's actually, she looks good right there in that.
Uh-huh.
Trying to look it up. Got all these fucking ads everywhere.
Yep.
I am not seeing any numbers at all.
Like I said, supposedly 7 million because they never did confirm an exact number either.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have been seeing 7 million being the number floating around.
The reports lots of money and a bus.
Five full select.
A huge increase to her salary, and it also means Flair will be tied to WWE for several years. She joined like the likes of Randy Orton and getting her own very own bus.
Yeah, a bus she probably won't be able to use because she's got ligaments and she's got to fix her fucking knee again.
Well, actually, I hear a lot of times the bus actually helps the wrestlers because they can relax and start like recover faster than like if you're jumping in a car and traveling hours to the next show.
But the point I'm trying to make is she driving the bus? I'm not trying to
honestly
you, but she's
not
driving a damn bus.
Honestly, not. I mean, she would have a driver, you know.
Yeah,
that's like.
I mean, she was just during Andrade's return of the Rumble, she was rubbing oil on his back with a knee brace on. Did you see that TikTok floating around?
No, but that's like you thinking Cody Rhodes driving his own bus? I bet not.
No,
I'm sure. No. I'm sure all these wrestlers who has a bus.
Speaking of which, his bus caught on fire. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it was not that bad.
Yeah, but he had to rescue a few things too.
Mikhail, you got a comment on this? What Tech said.
Oh, jeez.
What's your?
But you come on, Dad. Come get the
I love Mikhail. Tech says, have you seen some of these wrestling fans? I want to be 6 feet away from them too. Oh yeah, I mean, gosh, like I don't want to show something because, like, let's see. Let's find some of these fans to.
Careful, Mikhail. You may set your fucking place on fire with that lighter. With sparks popping out of that damn thing.
I'm gonna see if I can find it and not without getting in trouble.
You may if it can get you in trouble, you may want to hold off on it then.
Well, all right. This is why we're gonna show right here. That's why I wanted to stop that share for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I love having good internet again because now I can show what I want. Like, you see this where let me zoom into that, magnify it.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, like,
Yeah.
well,
One is Soraya on the left. I don't know who the chick is on the right.
that's Kelly, I believe.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right.
Look how creepy those dudes are. They're like that dude on the left.
They are simps to the highest standard.
Look, he's pretty much cradling her tits. Right. Hey,
I mean, you're not wrong. Personally, after that sex tape leak she had, who wouldn't?
And then I've seen this one before, like with
Becky just looking like she's gonna knock the fucking crap out of this guy if we hold it too long.
That's like a prom picture when you hold a woman like that, because that's like when you're together and you go into the prom and you pose like that. She does look like she is having a fist right there. Like, she probably was pissed about that, but I heard some of the women allow this, but and you know this is an older picture because one, look at Kelly. She has a flip phone. That looks like a razor too. If you ask me, that looks like a pink razor. And then you see this dude, he has that hairstyle that looks from the early 2000s or mid. But yeah, I've seen pictures, and this is kind of why, like, shit like this, I can understand why Sasha Banks would say, hey, 6 feet over there. But also, you don't let them have that option. You just have them stand by you. But don't, like, hey, can I put my arms around you like a prom picture? I mean,
that
God.
That just sounds creepy as all fuck, dude.
Yeah.
If you're going to be in a picture with a celebrity that's female, you don't do all this. You have one arm on the way around the waist, and that's it. And if they give you instructions, follow them. Don't be creepy about it.
I can't see the one with Let's Bliss right here. The guy has something, like, maybe he has his hands on her hip or something.
More than likely.
That one, I mean, at least they're not chest to chest. I'm like, I think that's still a little inappropriate right there.
Oh.
I think this guy is total creep right here, where he pretty much cradles Paige's tits. But look, she's smiling, so she might have enjoyed
He's probably holding her tits while she holds the title. Who knows? Fuck.
But hold on, you figure if she was upset, why is she smiling like that?
It's probably because of the picture and the
who cares?
Shocked. And the maybe that was her expression when the picture was taken. Who the fucking knows?
Like I said, I want to try to be careful because honestly, you don't want to show anything else. Like, don't want to show something. I want to see if I can find something else.
Well, anyways, I may have to bounce because I got to get some sleep for tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
All right. Have a good show. Have a good rest of your show.
See you, Kratos. I'm about to wrap
Yes.
up in a second, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they see. AJ's saying, "Calm down, ET." Yes, I did buy 2K24. I just hadn't put it in yet. Let's see what Tex says. Oh, damn, Tex. I can't even afford his Reese's Pieces. Oh.
Me? Not you, cat. Come on. Come on, yo. That is redneck.
I agree with Charles with that, where he says, them dudes will never get laid. Yeah. Yeah, that,
Yeah.
and AJ, those are some creepy pictures. Yeah. Those, like, it is stupid that these guys do that. But I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start promoting my bullshit. So start with Super Mario Bros. 2, the Asian version of NES. I actually can find very, very little information on this. I actually opened up this cart and I can't figure out if it's a reproduction, a really old reproduction, a bootleg, or a prototype, or a real deal. But this game plays as the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2. I've been doing some arcade game plays on streams lately. I'll continue to do those. Like if I'm bored, nothing happening, I'll do something like the arcade stick, or like I did today, where I played on my Pokébox. So it was fun playing some arcade games online with you. This is the Game Boy Advance game on Mario Pinball Land. It's a horrible game. This one is the Bible game for the Game Boy Advance. This one was pretty bad, but in a funny way.
Yeah.
This one right here is Disney Aladdin, a European exclusive that I finally able to play it because I had to play it through my Retro Freak to play this one. I tried to play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, the Four Swords. Here, the problem, I spent half a day battling copyright issues with this one, to the point I just kept on music. So, and I released this one today. It's another European exclusive NES game. Is the International Cricket. So, so it sounds like Mikkel almost had a heart attack or something.
No, I'm good.
Then I made up this. I found this wallpaper. I was like, you know what? I'll use this for my live video gameplay streams. So I did this earlier today. So yeah, like I said, if I'm bored, it's easier for me now just to hook this up and just go now. So I'll probably eventually get a better camera that'll point at me when I'm doing this. So, but yeah, I think it was a fun time. You got anything, Mikkel?
Then Monday, me, AJ, behind Monday, Wednesday from 9 till, and Friday from Friday night, eat, next week, and me and AJ can walk WrestleMania 14 on next Saturday night. Come hang out with me and AJ Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Well, I appreciate everyone coming by. It was funny when I got up. I woke up. I was 45 minutes late, and I don't know if people could have saw it on my face. I get this waking up face. Like I feel like it's just hard to explain. I'm sure people could tell I was just woke up from a nap. I was waking up and I was listening to a YouTube channel and I was coming out of the nap. And then I realized I was like, hold on, what time is it? And I realized I was late. Luckily, with the new internet, I'm able to get going like that.
Yeah.
And with not only that, with the nice, the very good laptop, now I'm able to show a bunch of stuff that I was. A lot of times I would text and say, wait a minute, you're telling me you were sleeping? No way, that's unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know. Fridays, I like doing Fridays, but then Fridays became where a lot of times I get out of work, I was just tired. And Saturday just seems to work a lot better. Oh, so AJ says Saturday night
no.
watching WrestleMania 14 next Saturday. Nice.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
One join JT, I mean.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I enjoyed watching WrestleMania, but I
thought video was not that good. I mean, Korea,
yeah.
But the old two night, I mean, what?
You don't like two nights?
Yeah, I do, but I think video, I mean, I like a tag team title match. I like not many matches on WrestleMania video. I think it was a letdown video.
Mikkel, would you?
Yeah.
If I would, let's say I cooked Duke up and some dog fried rice, would you eat them?
No,
Come
I
on.
don't eat dog.
Look at him. You're not saying you would eat him.
No, I like you. I do.
I like him too, but I mean,
Then why you want to eat him?
because I mean, well, it's either him or me. And you know what? I'm gonna just eat. I think he would taste good with some fried rice, some dog fried rice. Like you.
Okay,
So I was gonna offer you some dog fried rice.
okay.
You don't want any dog fried rice? I'll send
No,
you.
no, no.
I can fat them up and we can eat them.
No, you want to eat dog. Cause you want to eat my cat.
Yeah.
No, you want to eat your dog. What the fuck is going on today?
Tex says
No,
you prefer eating orange cats.
I'll fuck your cat.
I love how, like I said earlier, like I'll be watching something, showing something, and how Vince McMahon his head will be sticking over the window.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know we were right there. Fuck your bitch. Die already. Die already.
He'll die before.
He won't die.
I
He
think he'll die
won't
after
die.
us.
Yeah. He
I think
be
they'll have
like, he be like, fight over you old people. He died.
AJ, I actually been on a kick of Chinese food lately, dude. Like, a lot of times I'll have these kick of like pizza or Mickey D's, and lately I've been in Chinese food mood lately. Like, a lot of times I'll order enough where we got a caller, we got a text.
Oh no.
Oh, Kate,
No.
I know you're about to get off here, and I don't have long either. I just wanted to commend you for doing your weekly community service of helping out the poor and needy and having Mikkel on tonight. That's very nice of you to do. So it just shows your good Christian heart and your nature and helping out the less fortunate of this world. So God bless you, sir.
Well,
It takes I can see your good deed, and I just wanted to let you know it doesn't go unnoticed. So.
Well, I'm trying to like earn, like, you know how sometimes when people goes to jail where they already served some time, like time served. So I figured
Right.
this would be called time served.
Oh.
So I'm clocking up some time just in case if I need to use it.
Well, that's actually a brilliant strategy. Be like, Judge, I hung around all these idiots for X amount of hours every week. I think I've done my time, and he'll probably like give you a reward or something.
Exactly. But hey, I'm gonna offer this. Would you eat him if I chopped him up and put him in some fried rice?
Well, see, I wouldn't go fry. I don't like Asian food, but if we want to barbecue that thing, like slow roast it, now you're talking, buddy. I mean,
Ooh.
I'm assuming you're talking like apocalypse conditions, like the nuclear bomb has dropped and/or zombies, some sort of plague, some sort of end of the world scenario here.
No. I'm talking about like just a random day of the week. Like,
Oh no. No, I do love dogs, but I reserve my eating of them until like worst case scenario, like cracked glass in case of
Yeah.
emergency kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but if I had to, like, well, let's say, whatever happens, hey, you know what? Meal's a meal, buddy. Whether it's your friend, the dog, or whoever it may be. Now, I wouldn't eat McKell because God knows what that crack does to your, DNA. I don't need that inside of me. So, but I would probably use McKell for like kindling to keep me warm. Just
Yeah.
burn him on the fire for a while. So,
Or you could use or you could use it like was it from Star Wars from Empire where Luke Skywalker cut open that tauntaun. So
the tauntaun, yeah. Well, see, I think we could use McKell. Like, obviously, McKell would have to be dead for this, but we basically turn him into a puppet. So we tie strings to his arms and his legs, right? And then we put him outside of like the outpost where we're hiding out. Yeah. And we use him to divert, so whenever the bad guys come to shoot at us, we have him like, hey, over here, I'm over here. While they're shooting his dead corpse, we can run the other way and go attack those guys. So, he will have multiple uses in this coming nuclear fallout, which we probably all will be in. But, everybody has a role, right? So, one of those things.
At least McCall is a good sport. You see him playing it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just can't take shit too seriously. I don't know what to tell you, but it's all good.
I mean, a lot of times.
One of them things.
But, so what have you been up to lately?
Working, not getting paid enough for it, and trying not to die. How about you?
I'm going to NASCAR.
Yeah, I got to this previous weekend. NASCAR was here in Texas, and we got to meet a few drivers. I got to see the King, Richard Petty. That was cool. Right. My favorite current driver, Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch. And I can confirm Kyle Busch is just as much of a prick in real life as he is on television. That holds true. But yeah, it was a fun day. So other than that, trying to stay afloat like the rest of us cretins over here.
Yeah.
I will say I did see that you had the pervert himself, Vince McMahon, on your show here earlier comment. So
yeah,
good on you, Kate.
Yeah,
you get all kind of celebrities and whatnot. So
yeah,
that's pretty neat.
I tried to e-beg him for money, and he didn't. At least I didn't.
Well, he probably has to shit on your head before he gives you money. So probably how that works.
Well, I mean, if I'm willing to do that I'm willing to do that for a price. I mean, we would have.
So okay. How much money? Okay. Here's the rules. Everybody will know about it. Okay. So it's not like, oh, yeah, I'll do it for $1 million, but you just don't tell anybody. No. Everybody would know about it. How much money to have 100-year-old or however old Vince McMahon is to shit all over you, like in the face, forehead, not like on the back of the head, but you have to see it coming out of his old man ass. You have to watch it plop onto your forehead. How much money would it take?
See, I feel like when people are like $1 million, I'm like, because I'm like, to me, I'm like, I guarantee you, if you put like $20,000 in someone's face, they're like, "Yep, I'll do it right now."
Well, I mean, realistically, $1 million in today's economy is not that much money. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
I could blow $1 million pretty fast. I know I could do some damage with that. But what's your number? I mean, we've already established you're a whore. Well, you established you're a whore. So how cheap of a whore are you?
Well, I don't definitely say like I'm not gonna go for $1 million because that's an easy way. Like, oh, I'll do it for $1 million bucks. But like
Right.
like I said, like you know, if you have like $20,000 in front of me right now, like I might just say yes.
Oh,
Well, hang on. Wait. You would let Vince McMahon shit on your head and everybody knows about it for 20 grand in front of you right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, how long do I need to let the shit on my head? Like, once it's done, can I get up and clean it off, or do I need to let it marinate on my head for a while?
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that up to your own decision and pervert make mind over there.
Because
But I I think I could pretty confidently walk away if somebody showed me 20 grand and said, "Let me shit on your head in this York." I think I could confidently walk away. I might be still poor, but at least I had my pride about me. I mean, pride is worth something. So.
yeah, then I'd be like, you know what? I was like, hey, Vince shot on my head. But I'm like, I'm just saying that, like, 20, like, for a second, like, maybe at 30 seconds, it's on my forehead, and then I run to the sink and start washing it off my head. And then,
Mom and Dad.
Oh, wow.
let's say 20 grand, and it's tax free. I don't have to worry about paying taxes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fuck pride. Fuck taxes. Taxes are, they're not much like your pride. The taxes aren't applicable here. So, I think you can write those off too.
Because
that's a pretty. I don't. At least you can't even buy a car for $20,000 anymore. I mean, that's nothing.
Oh, you're talking about a brand new car. You can buy a car for
yes. If you're going to let a millionaire shit on your head, at least get a new car out of the deal. Not a used car. Not something out from, Jim Bob's, quality, auto. Something with a guy with a hairpiece selling you the car that like they probably, scribbled on the dashboard with a black Sharpie to have the check engine light. At least get a new one.
Well, I mean, that's saying if I'm able to, after it happens, I can wash it off. But let's say if I had to let it marinate for like.
So instead of, the old saying of $20 is $20, 20 grand is your number. You can basically do whatever you want to Casey is Raw for $20,000 if you've got the money in hand. Basically, this is what
it's possible. I mean,
wow. Well, this does track because you would go down on a man for a video game back in the day. So that actually. Oh, that is true. So you're willing to, go gay for Nintendo and you'll get shat on for 20 grand. You're.
Well, it depends. I mean, AJ calls me a cheap whore, but hold on, a whore ain't cheap if you're paying 20 grand. So like
20 grand. I mean, I've never paid for somebody sexually. I've never had to, but I would like to think that my going rate would be higher than 20,000. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that's
But you're acting like it's like $5 when like 20 grand. That's like for me. I could take several months off of just doing nothing.
Right, but in the middle of taking that few months off when you're laying there in bed by yourself alone, in the middle of the night, you're gonna have that thought every time you you're laying there in bed, you're staring at the ceiling. You're gonna see Vince McMahon's ass on that ceiling, plopping a turd on your damn forehead.
Oh God.
Nope. I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. It's like I would tell them, like when the bank teller asked me, "How did you just got a $20,000 check?" And like I'll be like I got shit on for it, and and I got paid
See,
for it.
there's a whole world of nasty stuff out there that you could probably get paid to do on the internet. I mean, it's not like you're already on the internet, so what's the difference? You know, there's a whole world where you can be making these things a reality if you're really that poor. But I'll leave that up to your own journey. But you know, it just you're something else, Casey. I'll tell
I'm
you
just
what.
saying because you know how everyone says, "Oh, I wouldn't suck a dick for $1 million," and like I guarantee you, if someone put like I said, maybe $50,000 in front of you, you'll be like, okay, how long? Like,
No.
No, I would not say no. I can confidently say I
No.
would not say okay. How long? That never. No.
No.
See, the real answer to that question is you say okay, go ahead, pull it out. Make sure the money is there.
oh,
Wait for them to
definitely.
pull it out. You bash them in the head with something heavy laying around there. You steal the money and then you run. That's the only correct answer to that question, by the way.
Yeah.
Any other answer besides that is gay. So
Well,
just so you know that ahead of time.
Well, I'm an honorable whore. You know, I'm not gonna cheat out.
Oh, there's never been such thing as an honorable whore. By the way, those two words do not go together.
No.
So,
But
yeah.
I still like honestly, who's paying these top dollar prices for this stuff? Like when people they want always to test your where you're at. They're like, "Oh, would you do this for $1 million?" Like for me, I'm the exact opposite. I want to see how cheap I can get you to do it. You know, like
So you're the guy that walks up to the prostitute and says, "Okay, I've got $5. What can I get?"
exactly,
You're that guy.
exactly.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm like,
I respect it. I respect it.
I'll be like, all right. I'm like, if it's a handy for $5, I mean, that's not bad. I'm like, that's a good deal for my end. Like, oh, I mean, me receiving the handy for $5, but
wow.
especially if like that, and she doesn't even have to be that hot. She could be a 5 out of 10. If
Hey, a traditional 5 out of 10 in Oklahoma is like a 14, so you'll be doing fine. You know?
well, that's not true. We have some hot women around here, but
No, there's some attractive women in Oklahoma, but there's just not a lot of them. They're a very let's see what's a polite way to put this. They're a very corn-fed bunch, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? But we all have a type, I reckon. It's all good, but whatever.
oh yeah, I mean, you like to do blood play, and I like
Hey,
women.
I like a woman who knows her way with a knife. That might kill me in my sleep. That turns me on. I don't know what to say. It is what it is. But you know what? It's all good. So.
Does your girlfriend ever try to smother you with a pillow and just start having sex?
No, I've told her if she's gonna kill me, make sure it's as bloody and violent as possible, so at least it looks cool afterwards. So, like chainsaw, meat grinder, wood chipper.
Oh,
something cool. So
I don't remember showing this. I don't think I know I downloaded the picture, but I did 2 Sega Genesis games. They were the Splatterhouse 2 and 3. And
oh yeah, that's cool.
you would like I think you would like them, especially the story on 2 and 3.
I think I ever. I don't think I ever played. I may have played. I'm not for sure. That name sounds familiar, but I can't place it right now.
Well, Splatterhouse 1 was an arcade game, and then
I think that's what I'm remembering.
because the first
Pretty sure.
console version was on the TurboGrafx, and that's a kind of expensive game for that. And actually, all 3 of them are expensive games. They're like 2 and I bought 2 like 10 years ago for like $50, and I recently picked up the 3rd one for like 60-ish, 60, 70-ish.
There you go.
But
I don't know. I just wanted to call in real quick and tell Mikkel that it's not illegal to smoke crack rock on YouTube, so he needs to cut that shit out. That's not okay to do, and commend Casey on his charitable efforts of hosting this Cretan, whatnot. But all right, it's.
I'm still wondering how I have more subs than Frank, and like he runs a more respectable show than I do.
Well, see, I subscribe to the theory of everybody likes to watch a car wreck. What do you do when, there's look at that, the squeakiest wheel tends to get more grease, and if this shows anything, by God, it's a squeaky fucking wheel. So, it's like, Frank, we just got 600 a few days, like last Tuesday, I think it was. I'm not for sure. I think because we were doing the first Fallout, the first 4 episodes of Fallout review, I think is when we officially noticed it. We got to 600 or whatever. But, it's not like, it's subscribers. They come and they go. Whatever. I do this for fun. I'm not worried about subscribers and shit. But, it's all good.
Before you even say it, I know his count. Like I told other people, I'm just going to have to wipe that out so I can use it.
Yeah, you need to go get some fresh screenshots there, partner. You're about 200 short there. But, no, we just did, I did one of them. I wasn't able to make the second part, but we did the Fallout shows, all 1 through 8 episodes. And I'm not a Fallout guy, neither is Frank, but Jeremy and Game are huge Fallout nerds. They know as much about Fallout as I do, like Texas Chainsaw and Halloween kind of levels. So if you want knowledge of a very educated people, you can go listen to them go on about Fallout. So they're pretty fun. They're good reviews. So I mainly just made cousin loving jokes and told everybody what my sperm count was because that's what they do on the show. So that was pretty much my whole role, But it's all good.
I never played the Fallout games. Like a lot of times when
I haven't either.
I'm afraid to go into a new franchise when they already have so many.
Wait, you're sitting in. Hang on, wait. You're sitting in a literal fucking vault of every video game ever made, and you're afraid to start a fucking new one. Are you kidding me right now?
Well, the thing is, especially something like that's. Especially if you go into playing PUBG or something, I feel like I'll get destroyed or I'll get lost because I hadn't watched or seen the story from the first,
Well, that's when you just do the rage quit thing like you normally do on your videos. You just play it till you lose, and then be like, "Oh, okay, that's my review," and then you just turn it off, and then everything's fine. That's kind of your MO. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I was doing a drop off at Walmart today, and I saw a T-shirt that you need. It was a bright purple, like Barney the dinosaur purple T-shirt with a rainbow flag on it, and it had the Golden Girls right there with Betty White and all her friends on the front of this rainbow flag. And on the bottom of it, it said like "Love is love" or some gay shit. I don't know what it was, but I seen that shirt and I said, I wish I could send 7 of these to Casey right now to just wear every fucking time he's on YouTube. That would just, if I could just get one screenshot of Casey in this, Drew would be just laughing his ass off. So
Yeah.
I remember.
Make that happen.
I think before Mom passed, I think I gave her that Golden Girls shirt that I bought for me just for a gag gift. And then I was like,
Yeah.
my mom wanted it. It's like, yeah, go ahead. And then I think maybe Melissa got it because for me, or maybe it got donated off. But once my use of it was done, like no, I mean I like Golden Girls. I think it's a great show. But I'm not gonna go around public and wearing Golden Girls on.
No, there was a whole section of like, well, not a whole section, but like a whole rack, like right there of just these gay flag shit on different TV show shirts. So
Oh,
I guess pride. I guess it's some kind of gay Pride Month shit. I don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, they had a rainbow flag Golden Girl shirt, and you were the first person I thought of when I saw it. So you should feel honored.
Yeah, I'm happy you thought about me. I mean, I hadn't seen that, but I do look at those shirts every once in a while. Like, I try not to go to Walmart that often, and
actually, I'm in one at least every other day doing work deliveries, but it's one of those things. So it is what it is.
Well, the closest to me right now is a neighborhood Walmart, and I would have to travel out a little bit to get to one of the super centers. And there was one that was when at the old house. Yeah, there was a neighborhood Walmart closer, but not too far was a super center, and it was like, and I used to like going there at night because, well, less people there, and I could go in, look around, and leave. Now you can't do that because I think they closed.
No, most of them close about 10.
Yeah.
At least down here, anyways. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny. It's like if I'm doing like an early shift, like if I have like an early drop off, like between like 6 and 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You get the old people, and instead of like the trashy people of Walmart, it's like the elderly of Walmart.
Yes.
Everybody in there has had an AARP card for 50 years. It's like, where the fuck did all these old people come from? And then you go at nighttime, and it's like, oh, the crackheads came out. So it's a complete different audience.
Oh yeah, because you got normal people comes in after like work hours.
After work or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, down here in Texas, we have a store called HEB, which is it's a grocery store, but it's based down here. They have better quality stuff. I do the majority of my food shopping there, and what I don't get from there, I'll go to Sam's and get, because it's cheaper to buy in bulk than it is,
Oh yeah.
whatever. Plus, I've got a house full, so I got to, feed all these people, but it's, whatever. So,
Well, it makes sense.
it's
So,
not too bad.
like you said, you buy in bulk, it's cheaper actually. So, like,
Well, I mean, I'd say probably 60 to 70% of the meat that we eat, I get myself from either my own cows or my hunting, deer or pig or whatever. So we don't buy a lot of meat, but for other stuff you have to buy. I buy more. The reason why I like HEB so much is because it's a little cheaper, it's better quality, and most of it is made here. So I like supporting local business. So
There you
I
go.
prefer doing that. So,
I like doing that too. A lot of times, like if I like for video game related, I kind of like trying to support the mom and pop stores a little bit more. Like there's
right.
the chain of vintage stock that's up here, so like I'll go to it. But if I'm gonna try to really put money into something, I'd rather go to the brick and mortar store that actually has more of the games that more likely I'm into than just randomly what people brings in. Like the store that I go to, I mean, they'll bring stuff in. Like, yeah, obviously people will trade stuff in, but they'll go on eBay and try to get something probably on the cheap and flip it or something, or
Oh,
they'll have something imported from Japan. So,
yeah.
but I mean, I like trying to support local business.
Well, if we don't support our local economies, who will? You know what I mean? It's just the best way to do it. So.
Eventually,
But either way,
eventually, it's just be all big names for everything. And like we're heading that direction, anyways.
yeah, I mean, we can only fight so much. I mean, do what you can. But either way, I wasn't going to come on here long. I was just going to say what's up to Casey and tell Mikkel he fucking sucks.
No,
That's just all I really needed to do. So,
well, I appreciate you coming
oh,
by.
good.
Cat.
So,
Oh no.
Mikkel, I
Oh.
told Kyle Busch that you fucking hate him. You know that, right?
Fuck you.
I did. I did. Whenever I got Kyle Busch's. How bad does it piss you off? I got Kyle Busch's autograph, and I'm not even a Kyle Busch fan, Mikkel. How bad is that? You probably hate me. You probably hate me right now, don't you, motherfucker? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, and before you take off, Tex, I need
Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
to get your opinion.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
the meme doesn't lie. I mean, it's what makes it even better is you're wearing that AEW T-shirt as you're facing McMahon's haunches. So.
Not only that, we're making sure we did it in 1080p too.
Yeah, you're gonna be 1080p of that turd, buddy. So you really gonna,
And
you get some 4K HD going on there, house. So,
and then he had this one right here.
wow.
Let me magnify that.
Yeah, that's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. I'm not sure I want to know what that is, but
I love how I'm still wearing the headset in the ring too. Like,
well, I mean, how else are you going to call the action while you're getting the bird's eye view of McMahon's ass? So.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be Bluetooth. Like they do have wireless headsets now.
We're now going to have to change that old sign, like I said earlier, from $20 to $20 to 20 grand is 20 grand. That's the Casey Israel version. I mean, if you need anything, no matter how perverted and fucked up it may be, if you've got 20 grand, you can do it to Casey. I mean, he has revealed his whorishness, so we know what level it takes.
I'm like the $1 Million Man. Like everyone's got a price.
So,
I got a price.
So, did you ever watch the movie Indecent Proposal from back in the day?
No.
It's where the rich guy wants to slip. I forget who it was, but it was Demi Moore and Oh, I forget what the husband's name was, but basically there was this rich guy that wants to sleep with Demi Moore, and she's married to this regular working guy. And, like he was going to give her like $1 million for one night or something, and like that's basically the plot of the movie. But you would live out. You wouldn't even need $1 million. You'd be like 20 grand. I'm good. Let's go. And you wouldn't even ask questions.
Well,
You
I
just
mean,
it's done
but-
and easy.
yeah, but hold on, but I'm not stupid. I'll be like, hey, like if they offer me a price, I'm like, why am I gonna talk myself down? I'm like they're like, hey, we're gonna do it for $1 million. Like, okay. I'm not like, no, we could do it cheaper, Like,
So see, some people wait for fuck you money. You just don't even do that. You're just like, oh, there's money, okay, and then you just you know.
yes.
I mean, you're a man of principles. They're not very good ones, but at least you have some principle, I guess. So,
exactly.
To thyself be true, or isn't that how that old phrase goes? At least you know who you are, So it's all good. So, well, hey, whatever.
We're gonna go ahead and kick out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch a movie with the woman. So, that'll go.
You guys have a good day. I appreciate everyone coming by.
Mikkel,
Yeah.
I hope to see you. Mikkel, I hope to see that you've deceased if I don't see you again. Like, I'm waiting.
Okay.
So,
Well,
if you die, come to me in the afterlife and be like, I died, Tex, and then I can move on with my life. All right.
You guys have a
End
good
your
day. See you guys.
All right.